first step for producing is really learn your program. If you choose Ableton, Pro Tools, FL Studio, whatever it is, really learn it. If you're at level 1 knowledge, to get to level 2, you can get there pretty quickly. Get on YouTube, watch tutorials, watch videos, really dive in and see what people are saying about the DAW. Just learn, immerse yourself, learn the DAW. And in one day of doing that, you'll be infinitely further along. Once you get to the point of knowing enough about your DAW, then it's more about expressing yourself. So I would say watch a lot of tutorials about people showing their process, because chances are you'll learn something about how they express themselves and how they did what they did. In the beginning, don't be afraid to emulate. Don't be afraid to see techniques that producers are using and mimic it. Learn from it, understand it. Take time with it, incorporate it into your craft, and you can soak up a lot of knowledge that way. Check my page, watch my process, emulate some of the stuff I do. I'm an artist producer and I've been getting a request to send beats, but I don't want to be a beat pack producer. Any tips on going the producer life? Been cooking in person lately with people. Exactly what you're doing. I mean, if you don't want to send beats, try to do more in-person stuff and do it that way. It sounds like you have the right idea. The way I see it is anything you want in life, it just takes having a clarity about that and move through the world in inspiration and gratitude and just have a clear vision of what you want. And I feel like if you have a good attitude and some good emotions and you have a real clarity about what you want to create and you get really clear, write it down, work it out, really think it through and put good energy out there and do things in alignment with that vision, then you can really create the life you want. Thoughts on online collaboration compared to working together in person? There's an energy when you work in person that is undeniable. I have some friends who sent me a video of their session. You see the energy, everyone's vibing, everyone's getting into it together, and when you give that energy, it's contagious. And so there is something special about doing it in person, but on the other hand, sometimes it's nice to be able to work remotely. I would say they both have their pluses for sure. If you think about what a placement is, it's getting a record with an artist. So you have to meet people to get placements. You have to connect with artists to get placements. The first thing I recommend is set a goal, set an intention. You want a placement. Think about which artists you want to work with, what type of sound you want to do. When you make your music, feel that. Get in the flow of that sound. Just put that energy out there and just do whatever you can to meet these artists, be in the places that these artists are. Some people like to DM and message, and you can do that too, but I think being in the same place physically as these artists is a good thing, because then you can connect with them directly. If you're not in a place where you can do that, you can start with the DM. Just be very intentional when you do it, because a lot of major artists might not even check their DMs or may screen for very generic sounding DMs. So tailor a very personal message.